Hi you guys, so I just want to come and just explain a little bit about the microlink extensions because a lot of people have a lot of questions and some of them are not being answered, right? And some are wondering all different kinds of things and they just don't know who to ask or where to get the questions from. Okay, what I'm going to start with first is what kind of hair you should get. First off, they have all different kinds of hair. You can even make your own hair. I would prefer for you to use the fusion glue. Like they have the glue at Sally's and the glue bowl, and you just bond it and let it sit and dry. I wouldn't really recommend the black. Like you've seen some people use the black glue. I wouldn't recommend that because it's rubber. So when you wash your hair and condition it, it tends to break down. And like if you get quick weaves, you use conditioner or oil to take your tracks out to loosen up the glue. So if you're using hair glue, the black hair glue, then you're just pretty much putting glue in your hair. Second thing is, when you use the fusion glue, when you make it, it tends to form this tight bond that's like plastic instead of rubber. So that would be a good way to do it, and then just let it dry for a day. And that's pretty much with the individual. With the or the track, you can use any kind of hair. I would recommend that you get a high quality brand of hair just because of how long you're going to keep the hair in. Like if you tend to keep it in a month or so, then you probably can get like a medium quality or something like that. But if you tend to keep it in 3-4 months, you may not want to get low quality hair because it's going to mat up or something. Another thing is, who should be putting your extensions in? If you have never put these in before and you buy the hair from a website or a place or whatever and you put them in yourself, you're damaging your own hair. It's not the microlinks, it's you. Yes, I just said it, it's you. First off, what I want to say is, if you are getting the individual ones, 9 times out of 10 your hair should be a little bit thinner to medium. If you have thick hair and you're trying to get the individual ones, you're going to need about 300 to 400 strands. Now, many people say you can use 250, 200 and so on, but what I would say is you may want to get the beaded sew-in because your hair is stronger, it's thicker. So it will do better with just having your own hair in the bead instead of having your hair plus the extension. I'm going to explain it like this. Okay, if you take the bead, and you know what, just wait 1 second, I'm going to grab some beads that I already have and show you the tool so that you guys can get like a better visual of it. Just 1 second. Hi you guys, I'm back. So this is one of the beads. I don't use this particular kind. It's just one that's just tested. I just bought some, that's why it's a thing full, to just show you guys what not to use. This does not have a silicone in the middle. It's not going to protect your hair, and this is an aluminum bead. Now, what I was saying was, if you have thick hair, if you put your hair plus an extension in this bead, do you know how, like, you can't just put 200 of these and think your hair is going to look natural. So what you tend to do is you tend to stuff your hair in this, and then stuff a thick extension in this, and it's straining your hair. So by the time your hair has grown out, it has thin. It's not pulling your, it's not, well, it's thinning your hair out at the roots. It's thinning it out because you have pretty much just put too much stress on it. So what I recommend is these beads are, it's beads, they're about two sizes bigger than this, and they have a silicone in the middle. So which, if you have thick hair, you can put that bead on, clamp it down, close it with a tool like this. You can close it, and what you'll do is when you close, oh, sorry, one more thing. This tool, I would say use this only if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, I would not recommend for you to use this particular tool. I will say get the other one, the one that's all silver and has the holes like right here. It has different size holes. But what I was saying is, if you have thick hair and you get the aluminum silicone micro bead, it's a little bit big. It's not big like a kid's, like kid beads is not that big, but it's big enough for you to have room in the middle of your hair. I mean, in the middle of the bead for your hair. So you will put it in, you will clamp it shut across, and you will measure from where you want it at, and then you will attach the weft by threading through it. Or you could do it the other way and add a piece at the top, piece at the bottom, and put them in. Basically, to me, that's the same thing as individual, but I don't know. So that's what I would say for you to get if you have thick hair. Now, if you have thin hair, it won't really take much to make your hair full. So you would just put the beads in and put the extension in and clamp it shut. You just want enough hair in the bead to match the extension. You don't want to put too much extension or too much hair, because then it's going to cause tension. Another thing is, if you're doing this yourself on the back of your head and you do not know what you're doing, and this is just your first time, when you close this bead, now I just closed it, the bead is closed in here and it just dropped. I'm gonna do another one. It's closed now, and if you're using this tool, if you close it the wrong way, you're gonna try to open this bead back up in your hair, and if you keep opening it, and I'm about to do it on purpose, you see I just bent it. So now I just bent this in, and now you see the silicone, I just bent it in. So since I just bent it in, now I have to bend it back out again to get a circle. That's why I say don't use this, because since this is aluminum, like this like if I do like this to my skin, it's scratching me. So it will start pulling strands of your hair, and by the time you get this bead out, you just pulled your hair out. That's why I say you should get the silver bead. The silver tool is all silver. They even have one, I think, like this too, that has holes in it. So if it gets, like, say like you put it in wrong, say you put it in, you clamp it shut this way instead of doing it this way if you're tired, you can put it back and you can put the bead inside the hole and you can open it back up. That way you're not opening it and twisting it and turning it and you're locking it on your hair, and then you have to, like, basically you're bending it until it breaks to open if you get it stuck in your hair. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk about was, this is another thing. I know a lot of people just do it themselves to save money and and you want to experience it yourself and stuff. So I really don't recommend for people to do it themselves if they've never done it before. Even if it do come on the loop where you could just pull it through, clamp it shut, it's because it's like, would you do your own nails or would you go to a nail salon? And I also recommend that you go to someone to get them taken out. If you cannot see the back of your head, you don't know what you're doing back there. Especially if you've never done it before. 9 times out of 10, you're pulling your hair out. And then everyone says, "Oh, I don't like the microlinks. They pull my hair out." No, you pulled your hair out, not the microlinks. It's just like this. If you go get your nails done and you get the nails on, you get like acrylic nails on your nails, and you're at home, your nails get old, you start popping them off with your teeth. Now, no one gets mad that their nails have thinned out and broken because they popped them off instead of going to the salon and letting your nails soak and get them taken off the way that they're supposed to be. It's the same thing with microlinks. If you sit at home and you're just unclapping it, pulling it, unclapping, just taking it out, you're damaging it yourself. It's not really the microlinks. In a way, it is the microlinks because of how you use them. You need to use them a certain way. They're not just, oh, I'm just gonna pop them in so I can have long hair, and then when I take them, like, you need to take care of your hair. So you want to look up and make sure that you're doing it right. So if you guys have any more questions about the microlinks, or where to get them from, or how to do them yourself, or anything like that, then you guys can just comment below, or you guys can email me at hairbysylvie, HAIRBYSYLVE @gmail.com. And you guys have a nice day. Bye.